Hey guys, Reviews and More, back with a very quick review, a very negative review, so sorry in advance for how this is going to turn out. It's only about 3 minutes long, and as always, if you find this helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom right of the little video you're watching right now. So this is the Equate brand Invisible Mist Humidifier. Basically, this is Walmart's in-house brand for humidifier. We picked this thing up because we're having issues with basically being so dry now the winter's here, and as the heat is basically running out every bit of moisture in the air in the house, making it feel very nasty when we wake up. So we got this. You're going to see me unbox it as well as set it up. The setup is pretty basic, guys. You just put the set it up, you make sure the filter's set properly, and then you put the water in the reservoir as directed. So you can be knocking it over there. It's a very light piece of equipment, so it's very light. But it's also prone to leaking. When I say prone to leaking, I mean, I really thought that I would just finish this video up in like a few weeks time and say, hey, how's it working out? What's it look like? What's the filter look like? Is it already moldy? That kind of stuff. Things that happen with these humidifiers on a regular basis. But I had to do a really fast review because this thing started leaking not right out of the box, and that's why I'm doing it. If it just started leaking out of the box, I think I would have been like, oh, well, got a faulty one. That happens. Quality control is what it is at China. And I would have gone and gotten a different one and then said, okay, and then my follow-up review would have mentioned, hey, I had to buy a second one of these because the first one started leaking. That's not what happened with this one. I had this thing running for no less than 6 hours on this little green table you're looking at right here. I then unplugged it, I drained it back out again, moved it upstairs to our bedroom, filled the reservoir again, reset the item. It ran for another at least 4 hours after that. Following that 4 hours, my wife and I went to bed, and we woke up to a whole bunch of water all over our furniture. It could have severely damaged thousands of dollars worth of furniture, basically a very expensive piece of nice wooden furniture, and thankfully it didn't because we got to it quick enough. But at some point in the night, it just randomly started leaking. So this was not an issue of, oh, it was put in improperly, because it worked properly for hours at a time. This was an issue of there's something wrong with this item, and that means that it could happen at any point when you buy it. So my advice, avoid this Equate brand from Walmart, at least with regards to their humidifier. It's not worth you losing a good piece of furniture or just, you know, having to deal with the cleanup. It's about 24 bucks. It's not worth it. It's not. I will say this, the reason why I bought it, the filters were cheap. I was like, well, I'm going to replace these filters quite a bit over time, so I'll get the ones with cheaper filters. That's why I bought this one. So unfortunately, this just didn't work out, and I'm really annoyed by it just because it could have potentially done a great deal of damage to just, you know, what it was sitting on. And I think Walmart should probably get out ahead of this, because I don't think this is a single problem based on what happened with my particular item. Because again, if it had just started leaking, if I just put water in it and I just started seeing drips coming out of it, I would be like, oh, it's clearly a faulty piece of equipment, I need to go replace it with a new one. It happens. This happened after several hours of use. It worked fine for several hours, and then all of a sudden, some point in the night, just started leaking out substantial amounts of water. And it wasn't leaking from the little vents there that I would just have my hands over in front of. It was like leaking out of the bottom. So this wasn't even an issue where it was just over. The best I can guess is this thing was just sucking out water into an area where it wasn't supposed to go. I still can't honestly figure out what happened with it, but just avoid it. Don't bother buying it. It's the Equate brand from Walmart humidifier. Just skip this one, guys. Thanks for watching.